First learning objective, draw and interpret pie charts including real world problems. So Zainab, draw to समझ आ रहा है कि drawing or making of pie charts. What is interpret?
Mom, I don't know.
Interpret is basically like if the pie chart is already there, so you can like understand it. You can say if there are multiple questions asked from that pie chart, so you can answer the questions. Remember the past paper question you have sent me?
Network मेरा weak हो जाता है.
Remember that? The past paper question of pie charts you sent me. So they were the questions of interpreting the pie charts,
लेकिन
right?
लगा रखा है ना. हम पढ़ाना शुरू.
All right. So the second learning objective is calculate mean median mode for ungrouped data and solve related real world problems, right? So this book is from exercise chapter 12, I believe, chapter 15. Okay, chapter 15. And we have to solve only exercise 15B question 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Then there are two worksheets also. So let's see what are the questions in the book. So it is your D1 NSM1 book. Okay. Acha, before that, have you seen pie charts somewhere?
Yes, ma'am.
You have seen pie charts. So Abrish, like pie charts are divided into different sectors because it is a circle. So you have learned different parts of circles. So this is divided into sectors, like the portions. Okay. So or the slices you can say. So there can be many different questions which can be asked. Okay. So for example, they can ask you to draw a pie chart when the angle is given, right? So sometimes they can ask you to draw a pie chart when different values are given, fractions are given. So you need to convert them into the percentages and then you can just draw it, right? And sometimes percentages are given directly. Okay. So different types of questions can also be there. So chapter 15. So let's start working. I think so it's the last chapter. Huh? There is no chapter 15 here. Chapter 12, chapter 13. So probably it is chapter 13. Yes. I think so there is a mistake. It is chapter 13 pie charts. And they are asking you to do 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Chapter 15 is not there. It is 13, right? So this is the pie charts in front of you, right? So first is the construction, right?
First is the construction.
But can you hear my voice?
Yes.
All right. So there is one pie chart in front of you like this. So showing different portions and different fruits. So just to have an idea, can you tell me, Zainab, Abrish, which fruit is having maximum weightage? Or which fruit is liked by most of the people, for example, from this pie chart?
What? Watermelon.
Watermelon. And which fruit is less liked?
Pear.
Pear is less liked. Now, just look at this. We can have many, like even if we don't know the area of this, so we can still, solve it like this. Like, for example, they are saying the same graph is used for 500 students. So this data is taken from 500 students and it was asked that what is their favorite fruit, right? So now they are saying, okay, you need to find out the angles and this is given to you. Okay, out of those 500 students, total students kitne hain? 500. So basically 500 students are representing this whole circle, right? So now they're saying out of those 500 students, 100 students liked apple. So we are trying to find these angles. Ki angles kya the? Right? So how you're going to do it? You are going to make this fraction 100 out of 500 liked apple. And because you want to convert it into, again, when we convert a fraction into percentage, so we multiply by 100. ऐसे ही है ना? If there is a percentage, if there is a
Yes.
fraction 3 by 5, if we want to convert it into percentage, so we will multiply by 100. Now we are
Yes.
converting into angle. और वो angle भी कितना है? How much is the angle in one
360.
circle? 360 is the
360.
total angle, right? So that's why we are multiplying this fraction with 360 degree. Okay. So it's 100 out of 500 multiplied by 360 and the answer is 72 degree. What does that mean? That means this angle, ये जो apple का sector है, इसका angle is 72 degree. Okay. So now they're asking you to complete the rest of the table. So 50 people or 50 students liked pear. So how we are going to write down 50 out of 50 out of
50 out of
500.
100.
500 because the total students are 500. Okay, and we will multiply it with 360 degree. Why 360? Because the total is 360. ये बिल्कुल वैसे ही है जैसे इतने fraction of 360. Okay, so now you can just do the cancellation. You can cancel these two zeros with these two zeros and 5 with 5. So the answer is 36 degree. So how many degrees of students like Pierre? So just 36 degree, right? So this is how we convert it. This is 36 degree. Pierre का जो angle है ना Pierre के sector का, that is 36 degree. So now honeydew. So how many students like honeydew? 75 out of, हम कैसे लिखेंगे? 75 out of 500 and
500.
multiplied with 360 because pie chart में the total angle is 360 degree. So we can again cancel this 1 0 with 360 ka 0. Then we can say 25 2s are 50, 25 3s are 75, right? And then we can cancel this 2 with 36. So half of 36 is 18, right? So in the denominator, there is nothing left. So in the numerator, 18 and 3 is left. So we can just multiply 18 with 3. So what is 18 3s are? 54, right? So the number of students who like honeydew is making 54 degree. So this is 54 degree, right? So same is the case with watermelon. Now watermelon is the most liked fruit. इसकी हम कैसे calculate करेंगे angle? We will say it is 150 divided by 150 students out of 500 students liked watermelon multiplied with 360. Okay. Now you can cancel the two zeros and this 5 can be cancelled with 15. 5 3s are 15. So if you multiply 36 with 3, so what will be the answer?
12.
No, 3 with 36.
Oh.
It is 108. And that makes sense
Yes.
also. This angle is 108 degree, right? So because it is an obtuse angle, you can see also it is bigger than 90 degree. And orange is already, what does this symbol mean? जो orange वाले sector में बना हुआ है, this symbol.
90.
90 degree. It's already written that this is 90 degree, but we can verify it, by the same method. We can say that for orange, it is 125 students out of 500 who liked orange. We will multiply it with 360 because we are converting it into angle. So we can cut this 1 0 and then 25 2s are 50, 25 5s are 125. Now this 2 can be cancelled with 18 and we are left with 5 and 18. So 8 5s are 40, 4 carry, 5 1s are 4 and 4 90 degree. So you can verify like this also, right? So this is how you convert
Yes.
numbers to angles. So whenever we are making pie charts, so sometimes, angles would be given, sometimes fractions would be given, sometimes even percentages will be given, right? And we need to convert it into each other, right? So we started solving with an example because I want you to understand this better. Okay, so now they're talking about advantages or disadvantages a pie chart can have. So what do you think is the advantage of pie chart? What do you think? What
Help us.
what
It
Mhm.
help us to identify how people like how much of anything.
That's right. Actually, it is having good visualization. Like the picture is very clear, the colors are there, and you can just by looking at pie chart, you can quickly tell who is like which fruit is the most favorite, which is the least favorite, right? And you can just quickly have an idea. And this is showing percentages also. You can write down the percentages or angles on different sectors. So the idea is very clear, right? So, but what is the disadvantage? Can you think of a disadvantage of this?
Um.
So
No,
the
ma'am, no.
disadvantages, all right. So the disadvantage is like if there are so many sectors, like for example, just now we had only 5 fruits. So what if we are having 20 fruits? So will the pie chart still be a good option?
No, ma'am, it would be difficult.
It would be very difficult. The 360 degree will be divided into 20 parts. So it will be very difficult, because mostly the sectors would be having the same area. So it is only good if the number of types you can say are less. Okay. So I think so they are mentioning the same thing. Easier advantage क्या है? Easier to compare. ठीक है. और disadvantage क्या है? There is also this difficulty. It is difficult to draw pie chart, because you need to draw the angles, right? So now let's look at this one. So this practice now one. The table shows Imran's expenditure on a holiday. Items are there and the payments. So we need to construct pie chart using this table. So how we are going to construct the pie chart, Abrish? They told us that Imran has spent $1,000 on food, 1,200 on shopping, $400 in for the hotel, 1,200 for the air ticket, and the others are 200. So I know that this pie chart is having 5 sectors, right? But how I'm going
Yes.
to change these values into angles, because I need angles ना. मुझे angles पता लगेंगे तो then I can draw it. So how I'm going to convert these numbers into angles?
Ma'am, by writing on the total by these
Very
values.
good. Excellent, excellent. That's right. So we will find out the total expenditure so that we can make the fraction, right? So total expenditure. So we will add all these values. So 1,000 plus 1,200, 2,200 plus 4, 2,600, then 12 and 20. So this will be 1,400 more. So this is 4,000. The total expenditure is $4,000. So now, first of all, we will convert them all into the क्या कहते हैं angles, right?
I mean,
And how we are going to convert it? By the same method. Food पे हमने कितना खर्च किया, इमरान ने कितना खर्च किया? It is 1,000 out of
1,000.
4,000. ठीक है,
Yes.
4,000 में से 1,000 rupees multiplied with 360 degree, right? So you can cut these 3 zeros and 4 into 9. So 90 degree is the value of this first part. Is it clear, Abrish, how we have converted this into 90 degree? 1,000 divided by total 4,000 multiplied by
Yes,
360. Is it clear, Bete?
yes,
Right?
ma'am.
So now let's look at this shopping. So how much he has spent on shopping? So this question can come in the paper, and this would be equal to the number of sectors. Like 5 sectors ban rahe na, so it would be of 5 marks. So teacher will check if you are making all the correct angles in the circle, so then you will get the 5 marks, right? So this is comparatively an easy question. So now the second is 1,200 out of 4,000. So you will solve like this. How much he has spent on shopping? 1,200 divided by
4,000.
1,200 divided by 4,000 multiplied with 360 degree.
60.
So these 2 zeros can be cancelled. This 1 zero will be cancelled with this. So 4 9s are 36. Acha bete, just it came into my mind that last year I was on invigilation duty and I have seen class 6 students getting stuck in the calculations, right? So you need to learn how to simplify before multiplying. Like अगर आप ऐसे करोगे ना पेपर में, you will multiply 360 with 1,200 और फिर जो आंसर आएगा उसको 4,000 से डिवाइड करोगे. So that will take a lot of time. Are you getting the point, Abrish?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
learn how to simplify. That's why I keep doing this in front of you. Like first of all, cancel the zeros. The number in the numerator can be cancelled with the number in the denominator, right? So just simplify it. So मैंने अच्छे students जो A star लेते हैं ना, वो क्या करते हैं? तो पहले ऊपर वाले numbers को देखे बगैर multiply करते हैं. फिर वो 4,000 से divide करते हैं. And it took them a lot of time. And they were unable to complete their paper. So their questions were left. Or secondly, when you multiply and divide now, so this is a longer calculation. So there can be a minor mistake. I have seen students doing mistake and then they got confused कि क्या हो रहा है. क्योंकि ये angle जब तक calculate नहीं होंगे ना, so you cannot draw the pie chart. And the 5 marks are for drawing the pie chart correctly, right? So learn to simplify before multiplication. So now what is left? In the numerator, it is left 12 and 9, right? So we can just multiply 12 with 9. So 9 twos are 18
Yes.
and it is 108. So how much he has
Yes.
spent on shopping? It is
108 degree.
108 degree. So now the hotel, how much he has spent in hotel? So 400 divided by 4,000 multiplied with 360 degree, right? So this can be cancelled. 400 tens are 4,000 and this 10 will be cancelled. So this is 36 degree,
Not
right?
ma'am, 36 degree.
That's right, 36 degree. So now air ticket is also 1200 and we have already calculated it. So this is also 100 and 108 degree. So lastly it is others like the छोटे मोटे और खर्चे जो भी हुए. So 200 divided by 4000 multiplied by 360 इस तरह भी कर सकते हैं और इन सबको ऐड करके 360 से माइनस भी कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. So you can cancel all the 3 zeros. So 4 9 9 2 are 18 degree. Very good. So this is 18 degree. So now because we need to draw the pie chart, so let's write it down. You need to practice this, okay? So first of all, you need to draw a circle. So how you are going to draw the circle? By using the compass, right? So you need to use compass to draw, okay? So that the circle is a perfect circle, right? So you will use compass to draw an appropriate size of circle. Now how you are going to start drawing the angles? So you got the center already. Just put one line here. एक radius draw कर दें. ठीक है. So now we will start making the angles. We will put the protector here on this line and we will draw the first angle. First angle is 90, so we will mark the first point here, right? So and we will make this sector. ये कौन सा sector है? Food, right? And this is a 90 degree. अच्छा, now what to do? Now you will rotate it. You will rotate the screen and you will put the protector on this line now. Are you getting the point? The second line. जो पहली खत्म हो रही है ना वहां से second line में you will put the protector again. You will put the protector on this line. Is it clear? Is it making sense? You will put the protector on this line, right? You will rotate your paper or you can say the notebook and you will put the protector here. So then start with 0 and count the angle 108, for example, if this is the point. So you need to put it like this. And you will say this is 108 degree. And this sector is labeled as, let's say, shopping, right? So now where you will put the protector? Now where you will put the protector? On this line.
Under the food.
Right. That's right. Under the food also you can do. So किसी एक line पे, ठीक है? For example, I'm putting it here, or this time I'm making 36 degree angle. So now you will just put it here, and from 0, please write down or make it 36 degree. So then fill it like this, ठीक है? So 36 degree, for example. 36 degree for what? For
hotel.
Hotel, ठीक है? So then you will put again on any of this, and you can draw the 108 again, for example. So as soon as your 5 angles will go correctly, so let's say this is 108. And this goes for a ticket.
Oh, yes.
So the leftover would be, because you have taken all the values, so this lastly would be 18 degree. And this was for others, right? This is how you are going to draw. ठीक है बेटे?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So now there are many, different types they can ask you. So let's move on to exercise first and let's see what are the questions we need to do from exercise. So it is exercise 13B. Or let's quickly see हमने कौन-कौन से question करने हैं. 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6. 13B के 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6. So let's look at the first 3 questions. All right. Question number 1 is, the table shows the number of students who travel to school by bus, by car, by bicycle, and on foot, respectively. Okay, these are the 4 sectors this time. So construct a pie chart using the data. So how we are going to construct it?
Ma'am, by taking their, divided with total and multiply with 60.
By converting numbers into angles. So we can do it together. Okay, we can solve it together and then you can draw the pie chart and you can share it with me. Okay, so different modes. We are having modes of transport, number of students, and I'm writing angle. Okay. Lastly, we are calculating angle. So the 4 modes are कौन-कौन से हैं? Bus, car, bicycle और foot. So bus, car, bicycle or foot. Okay. So the number of students are 768. So paper में mostly the calculations are not very difficult. 256, 64, and by foot How many? 192. Okay. So now we need to calculate angles. So how many total students are there? We need to find out the total number of students. So we'll just add them all. So 2 carry. So 6, 6, 12, 13, 14, 19, 19 and 19, 18. 1 carry. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 1180 students. Total students are 1180. So now what to do? Now what to do? We need to convert into angles.
Convert into
So,
angle.
so 768 divided by 1180 multiplied with 360. Okay. So now we need to simplify. We can cancel this 1 0. Beta, is the like screen clear? Can you see the numbers clearly on the screen? Or if I'm
Yes.
writing in very small writing, is it fine?
Yes.
All right. So let's say with which number I can divide. So the first time calculation is difficult probably. Uske baad you will get used to it. Like I can divide it with 6 maybe, 8, 9, 10. No, I cannot. What about 9? Mm, what about 4? 4 twos are 8, 9, 10, 11. You carry. Abrish, are you adding, bete?
Yes, ma'am.
It is at
On my
1280. It is
yes,
1280,
ma'am.
right?
Yes, ma'am. I was
It is
calculating.
1280, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So
I
now
was
we
going
can
to.
just, all right. So this is 768. Now it is because how do I know there is a problem? Because I got 59 now. 59 is prime number. In questions, mein na, mostly they don't give you numbers which result in decimals. So it's always that you get a whole number. Acha, I'm doing the first calculation. 768 divided by 1280 multiplied with 360. Usually they give the number which is easy to, divide. So now I can divide with 4. So 4 threes are 12, 4 twos are 8, and 4 nines are 36. Always remember to simplify 360 with the denominator ताकि आपको idea हो जाए कि next time क्या करना है. Yes, so now you can say divide because 9 cannot be divided. 4 threes are 12, 4 twos are 4 nines are 36. Now you can divide it with this number. 8 fours are 32. So let's say 8 nines are 72, 48. So 6 eights are 48. You can still divide it 4, 4 twos are 8, 4 fours are 16. अब देखिए we are left with 24 and 9. ठीक है? So what is 24 into 9? 9 fours are 36. So 9 twos are 18 and 3 21. Huh? So this is a huge number. So that's why the angle is 216 degree. So what kind of angle is this, Abrish? 216. What kind of angle is this? It is a
It
it
is
is
a reflex.
रिफ्लेक्स एंगल. ठीक है, बेटर बिगर देन 180 बिकॉज आप खुद देखे ना 1280 स्टूडेंट्स में से 768 students go by bus, so that's a lot of numbers, very big sector. So now we will do the second calculation. 256 divided by 1280 multiplied with 360. So we will do the same steps. We will cancel this 0 and then we will divide it with 4. So this is 32, this is 9. अब ये देखिए, ये मुझे पहली दफा में पता चल गया कि ये 4 से डिवाइड होके ये आंसर. Now I can cancel this 32 with 256. 8 fours are 32. 8 threes are 24. 8 twos are 16. 4 eights are 32. So 8 into 9 is left
72.
72. Very good. 72 degree. Now let's see the third one. It is 64 by 1280. अब देखिए पेपर में ये कैलकुलेशन आपने करनी है because you don't have calculator. So use the same method. Cancel this one. That's what I was saying. कि पहली दफा कैलकुलेशन थोड़ी मुश्किल होती है, बाद में you be follow the same steps. 4 32s are and 4 nines are. अब इस 32 ones are 32, twos are 64. So 9 twos are 18 degrees. ठीक है, lastly अब देखो, lastly it is 192. 192 divided by 1280 multiplied with 360. So ये आप 0 एक कैंसिल कर दें, then same 32 यहाँ आता है and यहाँ पर 9 आ जाता है. ठीक है, same steps we are following. Sorry. So this is 34 degree.
54.
ठीक है, if 54. So if you are hurry in paper, like in hurry, time कम रह गया, so you can leave this calculation. You can add the three numbers and you can cancel with 360. अच्छा, now the percentages are 216, 72, 18 and 54 degree, right? So can I leave? Can I remove this part? Like, can I erase the part, calculation wala part? All right.
Yes, ma'am.
So now, how you are going to draw a reflex angle? You know how to draw reflex angle, Amrish?
Yes, ma'am.
So how to draw it?
Ma'am,
Hmm.
first, like we have to make the circle.
That's right. So draw a circle. I'm doing it roughly, but you need to draw it using um, a compass. ठीक है? So you need to do it as a home task today. हाय हाय बहुत ही गंदा बना दिया. Just 1 second. So just let me try again. 216, 72, 18 and 54. Remember these four angles, ठीक है? 216 सबसे पहले बनाना है. So the four angles were, what are the four angles बेटे? 216,
4 angle.
216, फिर क्या था?
216, 54, um, and
18 I believe. अच्छा मैंने screenshot लिया हुआ था. Let's check from the screenshot. It was 218, 72, 216, 72, 18 and 54. 72, 18 and 54. ठीक है, ये चार angles बनाने. अच्छा, now what to do? So you need to draw a circle carefully. Ignore my, because I'm making it with bare hands. ठीक है, कुछ इस तरह का. अच्छा, now what? So now because the first angle is a reflex angle, right? So how you are going to draw it? So आपने क्या करना है? आपका center पहले ही आपको मिल जाता है. When you draw this circle using compass, you got the center already. So just draw a straight line like this. Okay. अच्छा, draw one line solid and one dotted maybe. Okay, I will tell you why dotted. Okay. Now how much is this angle on the top? Abrish, how much is the angle on the top?
216.
नहीं, ये कितना angle है? ये वाला.
180.
This one, 180. So now you can say 216 minus 180. If you subtract it, so how much is left? 36 degree. ठीक है.
Yes.
अब आपने क्या करना है? You need to put the protector here on this line. ये जो solid line है. ठीक है. From here, count 36 degree. ठीक है. And then make this line like this line. ठीक है. अब आपने क्या करना है? When you are done now, so you can erase this part. ठीक है. So you can erase this part. Are you getting the point?
Yes,
Is it
ma'am.
clear? How can we draw? अब ये कितना angle है? This angle is 216 degree.
16.
So this is one way of making a reflex angle. How can we make a reflex angle? Just draw the straight line making 180 degree. फिर आप 180 उसमें से minus कर देते हैं और जो बाकी angle बच जाता है वो आप draw कर लेते हैं. ठीक है? So this is how you draw 216 degree. So now we need to draw how much? 72. So you can use this as a baseline. ठीक है, इसके ऊपर स्केल, इसके ऊपर प्रोटेक्टर रखें, यहाँ से 0 काउंट करें और how much you will go? 72 degree, right? So like approximately like this will be 72 degree. So now you can use any of the lines as a baseline. Okay, for example, I'm using this line as a baseline and I will be making 54 degree. Okay, let's say like this, 54 degree. So lastly, whatever is left is 18 degree. Now degrees are also there, but you need to label the values also, because pie chart की reason ही यही होती है कि it's showing a better data. ठीक है, हम एक दफा pie chart को देखते हैं और we know कि how many students are going by bus, how many students are going by car, by bicycle, and lastly by, sorry, I think so, bicycle वाले 18% थे. Bicycle is 18, right? So bicycle and how many by foot. ठीक है? So you will just label it. So bete, is it clear how to draw pie chart if a data is given to you? Is it clear, bete, Abrish?
Yes.
All right. So now let's go to the second question. अब देखो, the objective had two things ना. एक था drawing of pie chart. So we have learned how to draw pie chart. So दूसरा है, if the pie chart is already there, so you can interpret it. Interpret का क्या मतलब है? You are able to understand the pie chart. ठीक है, you know what this pie chart is. ठीक है, so now let's solve this question. These questions are also tricky questions because they can ask you variety of questions. Remember that one time you sent me a question from past paper and you were
Yes.
so that is the similar question, right? ऐसे ही question था ना वो भी. ठीक है, अब देखें, a survey is conducted to find out which of the 4 ice cream flavors, chocolate, strawberry, mango and vanilla, the students in a class prefer. ठीक है, so the pie chart shows the result of the survey. So they have given, अब just look at this pie chart. They have given you angle of chocolate. What is the angle of chocolate? It is Amrish, can you see the screen with it?
Ma'am, it is 120.
120 degree. And we don't know how much angle is strawberry and vanilla, but we know the mango is 50 degree, right? So now let's look at the questions. Question is, if 1/4 of the class prefers strawberry, so 1/4 of the class, what is 1/4 of the class? Amrish, what is 1/4? 1/4 का क्या मतलब होता है?
1/4.
1/4. So if 1/4 of a class, so 1/4 of 360. Remember, that's what we have learned. 1/4 का मतलब है
Yes.
1 student out of every 4 student. So if we find out it is 90 degree. वैसे भी हमें पता है कि 360 is divided into 4 90s make 360. So we know this angle now. We know this is 90 degree, right? So
Yes.
now state the angle of the sector that represent this. So what would be the angle? It would be 90 degree.
Yes.
Okay. So अब देखें, in the second part they are saying find the angle of the sector that represent the number of students who prefer vanilla. So how will we find out कि how many, what is the angle of vanilla? How we are going to find out? इसको कैसे निकालेंगे vanilla को?
Ma'am, we will first add these that we have.
So add what?
90, 120.
But is my screen coming and going or something updating again and again?
Yes, ma'am.
So I don't know why it's happening. All right. So yes, we will add all these 3 values. We will add 120, 90 and 50, right? So how much is this? 9 and 7, 16. And this is 260 degree. So now what? Now what to do?
Um, 260 degree.
So
Ma'am, we
260
will
ये सारा है. We will subtract from
360.
360. So we will say 360 minus 260. So how many? What is the angle of vanilla? It is 100 degree. So they are
Yes.
asking find the angle. So this is how you are going to find out. You will add all the other angles and subtract it from 360 degree. ठीक है बेटे?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
So
ma'am.
now the second part, now the third part. Express the number of students. Now you need to understand it. कि हमने आंसर क्या करना है. जैसे in first question they are ask you कि state the angle. In the second also question they ask you find the angle. Now what they are asking in the third question? Express the number of students who prefer vanilla as a percentage of total number of students. So हमने ये बताना है vanilla total का कितना percentage है. So how we are going to, हमने percentage बताना है, percentage. तो answer must be a percentage. तो हम कैसे निकालेंगे? हम ये fraction बनाएंगे. देखो 100 out of 360, 100 out of 360, 100 angle है ना, क्योंकि हमें number of students नहीं पता. There is nothing in the question कि कितने students थे. तो हम इसी angle को use करेंगे. 100 out of 360 is a fraction और इसको हम multiply किससे करेंगे? 100 से to make the percentage. ये fraction है 100 out of 360 और इसको हमने 100 से क्यों multiply किया है? To change it into percentage. Is it making sense?
Yes, ma'am.
So now you can cancel this 1 0. So this is left. So you can divide it with, let's say 1000 को किससे divide? Let's say 2 से divide कर लें 18, 2 5s are 10, 2 9s are 18, 250 क्योंकि ये decimal में आंसर आने लगा ना. So it is 250 by 9. ये आपके पास बचता है. So now you can just divide it, right? 250 को 9 से divide कर दे because we need percentage. So 9 2s are 18, 70. So 9 7s are 63. right? So now you can
Yes.
just 7 again. So it is 27.7. So how much is the percentage?
27 percent.
27.7%.
Yes.
Right. So let's do it. So there is a pie chart, which is a survey of different sports loved by students in a school. Okay. So the first question is, how much more percentage of people love basketball than cricket? So how many students like basketball? 30%. Think so. I cannot edit it.
Yes.
Oh, I can. So 30%. And how many like cricket? 30. Oh. And how many like cricket? How many like
10
cricket?
percent.
10%. So how many more percent people like basketball? So it's 1 mark question, 20% more. Okay, so you will
Yes.
answer 20% more. Okay, so now the second part. If total 1200 students are in the school, calculate the number of students who love basketball. अब देखो ये percentage का question है. Remember हम कैसे लिखेंगे? हम लिखेंगे 30% of
Ma'am,
1200. ठीक है?
ma'am,
1200 students
3%
में
of
से
12.
30% students like basketball. So how we are going to solve it? 30 by 100 multiplied by the off means multiply with 1200. Okay, so you
Yes.
can cancel these two zeros. So 30 into 12 is 12 threes are
Ma'am, so the answer will be 360.
360 students.
Yes.
कितने students को basketball पसंद है? 360 students को, right? So
Yes.
now look at this. Calculate the central angle formed by the percentage of students who love netball. ठीक है? Calculate the central angle formed by the percentage of students who love netball. अब देखो हमें angles नहीं पता, हमें percentage पता है. So we know that it is 20%. So we will find out. अब देखो इसमें तीनों तरह के क्वेश्चन है. 20% of 100. क्योंकि total is 100 ना. So 20% of 100. नहीं 20% of. Sorry, we need to convert it into angle. So we will say 20% of 360. ठीक है. अब देखो यहाँ पर हम 20% भी यूज कर सकते हैं, हम फ्रैक्शन भी यूज कर सकते हैं. सो 20% का मतलब है 20/100. So why I have multiplied with 360? Because I want to find out the angle. ठीक है बेटे. So you will do like this. Cancel these zeros. So 36 into 2 is 72 degree. So this, how much is the angle formed here? This is 72 degree. Is it making sense बेटे?
Yes, ma'am.
Achha, now they're saying if the central angle of tennis is 54. So where is tennis? Tennis is here. So if the central angle of tennis is 54 degree, we need to find out the angle formed by tennis and netball. So कितना angle है tennis और netball का? ये हमने पिछले part में calculate किया, ये इन्होंने हमें बता दिया. And this is 1 mark question. Just add the two numbers. So what is the total angle? Total angle formed by netball and tennis. Total कितना बनता है बेटे? 72 plus 54. 126 degree.
Six.
Okay. So is it clear? These
Yes.
questions are tricky, but with a lot of practice, it's not difficult to solve them. Okay,
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
so let's
send me
see.
this.
Ji, I will send. अच्छा, now let's see. There's third question left. So बल्कि third नहीं है, 2-3 और question भी हैं. So we can do it tomorrow. The pie chart again is given to you and you need to answer these questions. और फिर fourth question नहीं करना हमने. Then we need to do fifth and sixth question. अच्छा, Abrish, today as a home task, because pie chart आपने खुद से बनाने, so I will give you this task. Can you see this worksheet on your screen?
Yes.
Can you see the worksheet? Question 1 is draw a pie chart to represent the following data. Apple 30% है, orange 25% है. अब इसको कैसे ड्रॉ करेंगे? बिकॉज ये तो परसेंटेज है, हमें तो एंगल्स चाहिए. फिर इसको कैसे कैसे चेंज करेंगे? हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू चेंज इट?
Ma'am, we can first multiply these all.
वी विल से एप्पल का एंगल क्या बनाना है? लेट मी चेंज द कलर टू अ डार्कर वन. देखो एप्पल का एंगल कितना बनेगा? वी विल से एप्पल इज, क्योंकि एप्पल इज 30% ना, सो 30% मल्टीप्लाई बाय, बिकॉज हमने एंगल बनाना है 360, ठीक है, एंगल बनाना होता है तो 360 से मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं. सो दिस इज 30/100 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 360. तो जस्ट कैंसिल द जीरोस, और ये आपके पास कितना बनता है, 36 इंटू 3 इज 6 3s are 18, 3 3s are 9 and 10, 108 डिग्री. सो एप्पल जो है इसकी कितना एंगल है, 108 डिग्री. सो कैन यू कैलकुलेट अदर्स ऑल्सो, लाइक स्ट्रॉबेरी का एंगल अगर हमने निकालना है तो इट इज 10/100 multiplied by
Yes, ma'am.
360. So this is
I can take.
36
I
degree.
understand. I have
Now you
taken the
want,
screenshot and I will do it and send you.
all right. So convert all the percentages into angles. आपने हमेशा याद रखना average, when you draw the pie chart, you need angles, right? You cannot draw fractions on the pie chart. Neither you can draw percentages. You need to find out the angles so that you can draw using protractor. ठीक है? So now the second